Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
It's the best. Oh, man, I got too much foam in my drink. I did it. I kind of messed up the pour.
You messed up the pour?
I messed up the pour.
You didn't do it at an angle?
I started at an angle, but the problem is I didn't realize I had the can turned.
The can turned?
The can turned. So it was like at an angle on its side. So it was like falling all out wrong. And we're here now.
Isn't that how you drink the boot?
Yes, but this isn't a boot.
It's not a boot, that?
It's not a boot.
It's just a can?
Just a can.
Can of whoop ass?
No, it's a can of Power and Light IPA.
And if you like that content, please follow, like, and subscribe. Holy shit, that was terrible.
No, it was great. It was a great way to start off. You know, we're doing okay.
I have to tell you, tonight, the give a fucks are on vacation. What are you doing?
Nothing. Ignore me.
Did you have the microphone facing the wrong way?
No, I was making sure everything was set properly. I sound weird in my headset, so I'm just making sure that I'm okay. How do I sound?
Are you okay?
I think so.
Like, how are you?
I'm good. I think I'm good. I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah. I got my Power and Light IPA.
Got your Andre?
Got my Andre. Yo, it is cold here in Texas.
Is it?
It is.
It's like 82 here.
It was like 90 a week ago.
What happened?
I don't know. Fucking global warming and shit.
He's having all sorts of issues tonight, guys. He's not prepared. Are you fucking with the lights?
Yeah, I'm fucking with my lights.
Why?
Because I want to look pretty.
I mean, you're fine.
That's better. I'm cool with this. I got too much like color going on in my office, so like when the lights hit that, they reflect back into the camera, and I look all like either washed out or there's too much pop because I got bad lighting in here.
Brother, go get yourself a ring light. Like
I got a ring light.
They're $10.
I did this ring light was like $12. 8 years ago, I bought it. It's the first ring light.
Wait, hold on. We've been doing this show for over a decade.
Almost a decade.
And you haven't invested. I think it's safe. Like, I think it's a safe investment to put a little money into the show. Just a little.
I bought a microphone.
No, that's my microphone.
But this one is, I bought a separate microphone.
You don't use it.
Christy used to use it when she would sit next to me for the other show.
We don't do that anymore.
Well, I still need a mic for her.
You are
consistent.
One of the most well-off dudes I know and one of the cheapest motherfuckers of all time. Like,
why do you think I never got boots in 7.5 years of wrestling? Because I had a pair of shoes and a pair of kick pads.
That's all you needed.
I should have invested more.
Goddamn Beatles should have wrote that song.
Yeah. Should have gotten more pairs of tights. I should have invested. What would you have done differently, knowing what you know now?
Oh, knowing what I know now?
Yeah. About the business, and especially like the indies, the indie market.
To be the cool heel, because you'll sell t-shirts.
To be the cool heel or be a very over baby face.
Yeah, because like all that shit about integrity and like upholding the business and like kayfabe, fuck all that shit. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, that's what I did, and I don't have a fucking dime to my name for the goddamn business, but I was the most heelish heel. Yeah. Tell people to fuck off when they want an autograph kind of heel.
You were that boring ass MJF before that boring ass MJF came around.
Yeah, like I was doing it first.
Yeah, you were actually.
He owes me $1.
Yeah.
Like where's your residual? Where's my royalty?
Man, you know,
goddamn Juggernaut.
Fucking A. And even that name's now taken.
Wait, somebody's got Juggernaut now?
Yeah.
Who?
The fucking Jesus, why or Jordan Grace? He's the Juggernaut, Jordan Grace.
Fucking goddamn Royal Rumble winners taking my first gimmick. Fucking Jordan Grace taking my like. Is nothing sacred.
Hey, I was the man.
For anybody else doing it.
And then I was like, if I ever make a comeback, I ain't using that name anymore. I mean,
pretty soon everybody's going to be from the fucking Double Cross Ranch. Like, what the fuck? Nothing sacred.
Oh my God, you know what I should do? Or better yet, what anybody should. I don't fucking wrestle anymore.
You're like, I'm not doing that shit.
You should go to, like, for instance, like, you just go to the Double Cross Ranch.
Right.
And then you immediately go to your show. And then we're like, where are you from? Well, I just, came from the Double Cross Ranch.
Right.
Because they can't tell you that you didn't, because if you were just there.
That would be such a fucking amazing gimmick, and I'm surprised nobody has done this. Is every time you say where you're from, it's whatever hotel you're staying at. From the Doubletree down the road.
From the Red Roof Inn.
Yeah, making his way from the Red Roof Inn on Broad Street. Like
all the way over from the Carrier Circle fucking Best American Inn.
See, that's the gimmick. You do the hobo gimmick.
Yeah.
And you're from, whatever fucking street corner is down the block. Like that's a gimmick. Kids these days.
It is funny how the gimmick wrestler has gotten over in the past few years.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even really need, and like, I'm not calling anybody out as being a bad wrestler or anything.
I like Danhausen.
I like Danhausen.
Yeah, he's a great gimmick.
Yeah, he's a great gimmick.
He's a great gimmick.
Okay, I haven't seen him wrestle enough though.
It's okay. It's fine.
The
man broke his tibia or whatever, and he's back. So like, hats off.
He was out making appearances with a broken leg.
Like fucking A. Like
he made his AEW debut with a broken leg.
Yeah, fuck JD Madonna. Like that's a performance. God damn.
Yeah, fuck that guy that nearly died.
Yeah, Danhausen,
man. Well, fuck, man. Like, I would love to have his career. Like, most
have any of their careers. Honestly, what do I have? Like,
but that is the thing though. Like, all anybody ever really needs in wrestling is a good gimmick.
Totally.
I think the whole like tough guy wrestler, like prototype of, I'm a shooter. Those gimmicks, those characters are boring as fuck.
You know who told me that, actually, now that you bring that up, because I did do the TNA tryout at one point.
Yeah.
And that's where I got heat with D'Lo. But I did the TNA tryout, and that's one of the biggest piece of advices I got, and it was from Jeremy Borash. Was like,
oh, Jeremy Borash.
Yeah. So they were doing interviews with JB backstage when you weren't in the ring. And so like everybody was cutting basically like the same promo.
Sure.
Was like, I'm the best wrestler, et cetera, kind of thing. And the piece of advice he said was like, listen, if you're not Kurt Angle, then you're not. So you need to be anything else because you're not Kurt Angle, who is the best wrestler. So like, do anything else.
Yeah.
And I took that and I'm just like, he's right. I'm not Kurt Angle. Like, I did not win an Olympic gold medal kind of thing.
Oh, shit. There's a great promo out of that where you basically say, yeah, I'm not Kurt Angle. I'm not the best wrestler in the world. One of the youngest to win gold. I don't know if he was the youngest, but win gold at the Olympics representing my country. I'm not that guy, but you know what guy I am? I'm the guy that'll kick your ass in the center of that ring. Boom.
Boom.
Time, place, date, location. That's a promo.
Sell them tickets.
Sell them tickets.
Sell them tickets. Fill that house.
But also, like, make sure you get a t-shirt to sell too. Get
your gimmicks in.
Get your gimmicks that sell.
Yeah.
And like maybe this was a thing prior to us getting into the business, but I feel like, our time around that time, like the most important skill you could have was marketing and sales.
You know what's interesting? So, side story. When I was getting ready for the 2CW reunion show, and I hadn't been in the ring in what 5 years at that point or
Decades.
whatever. It was long ass fucking time.
Right.
And so I'm like, well, I'm not going in cold. So down here in Florida, I found a local place to, take some bumps and get the ring rust off and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so interesting to me that the main thing they taught their students was sell your gimmicks. Is, hey, listen, we're all here for one purpose and one purpose only. We're here to make some money.
Make money.
And so when you're out there at the merch table, I don't want to see you giving away free photos. I don't want to see you giving away free autographs because that lessens everybody else here.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is something they didn't do anything in New York.
No.
Like, that's not a lesson they taught you at all.
No, not
and
at
it's
all.
such a fucking important lesson because that's how you're going to make your fucking money. And there were guys there that were disappointed that they didn't bring in over 200 that night. And I'm like, brother, I haven't made 200 in my life at the fucking merch table because I wanted to be a real heel. Yeah, and fuck all that noise. That's not real.
Yeah, man. Like, looking back on it, it really is sort of a situation of what? Why not? Why didn't I do that? Like, who was I to not do that?
Because it's the same way to get the kids in the army.
Oh,
you're sacrificing yourself for the greater cause. And that's how they get, nice guys like us, like who're just looking for any type of recognition because we ain't getting it anywhere else, goddamn middle child over here, fuck. Just like I need to belong to something. So it's either the army, a band, or wrestling. I had two of them. I wasn't in the army. So,
well, that is a hell of a life journey right there. If you get three choices, right? Three.
That's it.
Pick one or two.
Right? I mean, honestly, it like for people who have like no hobbies.
Yeah.
Who have not really, for people who don't like music. And if you don't like music, you're a very special person.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever met somebody who doesn't like music.
I've met like I think one or two. Okay. And they're just like they're like, I just don't care for it. I would prefer the silence. And I'm just like, you are a strange individual. And I don't I want music constantly. Like that's the reason we got Big Brother G in the home, is so that I can play music throughout the house. But if you don't got a purpose, like the army's great.
Check your options, folks.
Right.
That actually brings up an interesting point. A couple nights ago, Christy and I were on the couch scrolling through YouTube, just kind of, chilling out, hanging out, being lazy. And I came across this video. And it was, I want to say, like, either like a Guinness Book World Record video or like something that like Forbes put out. This is like some media group.
Sure.
But this woman had the largest Squishmallow collection in the world. Like her house, top, bottom, left, right, every single room was just Squishmallows. The same Squishmallow in different sizes. Special edition Squishmallow. Like big ones, little ones, everything all around, just the entire home decked out. And she was very enthusiastic when talking about it. She was very excited when talking about it. And then they cut to the husband, who was just like, I'm dead inside.
Sure, right, yeah.
This is now the life that I live. But it got me thinking, I don't know if there is anything in the world that I could just be hyper focused on and have this one thing be my thing. You know what I mean?
Well, I do absolutely understand what you mean, and I think
Yeah.
that that comes from having a broken heart.
Wait,
Let
wait,
me
me
explain.
or like
Well, all of us,
all?
really. You
I mean,
know,
we're
like
all,
we're all in this together. You know,
yeah,
I used to be a diehard collector,
yeah.
right? Like I used to be super into comics,
Mhm,
super into action figures,
mhm.
you know, special edition, high end kind of stuff. And then there came a point in my life where, you know, we need to eat.
Sure.
So something's got to
Yeah,
give
you know,
because, you know, times are tough, you know, the economy, inflation, goddamn, you know.
Obama just made the eggs $12 a carton. So like,
We're going to get into the fucking eggs. Holy fuck.
folks, he's got something to say.
I got something to say about the fucking eggs,
But what about, yeah, what about collections
but
first?
anyway, so at some point, you know, I've had to sell off probably 80%
Mm,
of the things that I've collected to feed my family or
mm,
whatever the fuck.
yeah.
And so now I'm very desensitized to collecting
Okay.
because I've had my heart broken. You
Oh,
know, I've had to
mm,
let go
yeah.
of the things, and so, like, I've built up that wall. I built up that, like,
Ooh.
you know, that protective layer, and I will say this, like, listen, I'm a man who's not afraid to show
Mhm.
emotion,
Yeah.
okay? And this year on Jesus's birthday, on Christmas itself,
Mhm.
uh, Blakely K, she got me something.
Oh,
So,
she got you mad love?
I had to sell off my first print of Mad Love, uh,
Oh
you know,
my god.
to pay the rent, and this year,
Oh my
she got me
goodness.
a CGC copy
Oh!
9.0,
Oh!
and I shed a tear.
Oh
I
my
shed a
goodness.
tear because you know, I become cold. Mr. Freeze froze my heart
Oh
when
my
it comes to collections.
fucking
But
Christ.
this, getting back the thing that you had to sell, that this meant a lot, you
That
know?
is that's love right there, folks. That's beautiful.
And
Um,
that's why it belongs up on the shelf,
I
you
know
know?
exactly. So, what I have been trying to figure out though is what could be like the one thing that like if I had to choose one thing,
Mm.
like what would that thing be?
And 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 I'm gonna challenge you with this, okay?
Okay.
As well. It can be anything. Like there's those people that are super into like the M&M guys.
Right.
Or like they're super into like collecting Coca-Cola stuff.
Right.
What is that one very fucking niche thing
Yeah.
that you got?
I and so here's the thing, like I don't know if I have one yet. I
Okay.
know there's one out there, like, I
Sure.
just have to figure out what it is. But,
Mm,
like, because I'm trying to think of, like, what could be what could be something that's, like, broad enough to where there's, like, different tangible types of things with it,
sure.
or what is, like, the one thing?
I was avoiding it, Christy. I was avoiding it.
Oh, there's a backstory here that I'm not familiar with, I don't think.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, continue.
Christy from the Wings. Because it wouldn't be the type of thing of, oh, like Funko Pops.
Right,
I
right.
was kind of in that boat for like half a minute, and then I was like,
Beanie Babies.
this is a lot. Like some people get into the Beanie Babies. You could say right now, for me, it's VHS.
Sure. Yeah, you're going through that.
I'm going through that, but I've also stopped.
Have you?
So big news.
Oh shit.
2025
Yep.
might be my year of the purge
No.
and the giving up. Well, not of like just specifically VHS. I mean, like, listen, there's another swap meet coming up in a couple of weeks.
Well, that's a business meeting.
Well,
You know?
yeah, so
So this
like
is
there's a
different.
business investment there,
Sure.
but I think in
He's
terms
an
of,
entrepreneur.
you know, we're gonna me, myself, and I, we're gonna have a very serious discussion here very soon, and do one of those. There's 3 boxes. Is this something I love? Yes. Is this something I need? Maybe. Is this something that does not bring me joy? And it goes.
Oh.
And so we're gonna be doing some purging
Okay.
of some collections, and I think the big collection push is hitting a little TV timeout for the moment. There's like a couple of things that I've got my eye on.
Now, is this a financial thing, or is this a we're out of fucking room thing?
I mean, it's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
You know, you
Okay.
can always use a little bit more financial.
I mean, in this economy, holy fuck.
I mean, I gotta, you know, we gotta get a new battery for the van. So like, that's something we gotta do.
Wait, hold on.
So it's a business investment.
Hold on. I mean, that's a write-off, apparently.
That's a write-off, right?
Which I have to talk to you a little bit.
Oh.
And you may not know this yet.
Okay. Did I do something?
No, not you specifically.
Okay.
I don't understand the tax write-off thing. I don't get it. Like, everyone's like, oh, this is a write-off. And they talk about it like it's free money. But it's really not.
It's not. There is no such thing as free money. Everything comes with a catch.
Exactly. And so people have like tried to say like, oh no, like you need an LLC so that you write off, you know, your festival tickets as a write-off. And I'm just like, well, hold on, but like, don't I still have to pay for that?
You do.
And they're like, yes. I'm like, then why the fuck would I do that? I don't understand. I don't get it.
A lot of it is sort of like millionaires and billionaires will donate money to a charity cause like they're already invested in.
Totally.
And then use the tax write-off to get a little kickback.
Well, hold on, because this is where I'm confused. Okay. And I know you're not the person I should be talking to about this. But
No. I'm sure that I'm qualified. Let's figure this out together.
You have all Christy, please help us. If you get a tax write-off, that just means you have to pay less in taxes at the end of the year. It doesn't mean that you're getting money back. So if it just means that I have to pay less at the end of the year, the thing that I'm buying, I still have to fucking pay for. Okay.
You do still have to pay for it. That is true. So a quick search tells us that a tax write-off refers to any business deduction allowed by the IRS for the purpose of lowering taxable income.
Right.
Then what is the purpose? Okay, so
it just lowers the taxable income.
Yeah.
Which you're trying to get to zero so you don't have to pay anything. But that doesn't mean you're getting anything back. It just means you're not paying anything.
I mean, if you're rich enough, I'm sure you do.
Well, right, but like for Joe Schmo, like you and me, it would mean fuck all. It would just mean I'm not having to pay taxes on the thing that I would have bought anyway, not on the business, and would just have to like. I don't fucking get it. I don't understand.
I mean, it's a scam.
The American dream is a pyramid scheme. That's a t-shirt.
Have you seen who's in office right now?
It's a goddamn t-shirt.
Oh, wait. Here we go with the facts.
Chris the says, actual news.
You can reduce your taxable income if it gets you into a lower tax bracket. Then all of your taxable income qualifies for that lower tax rate, and you could get a refund.
And
so you could get money back. So you have to do it enough.
So it's a gamble.
No, usually, and this is just me hypothesizing.
Sure,
but I'm sure that it's very calculated, and that tax write-offs is really more for, again, the rich. where
Sure.
they donate to charities that
Mm-hmm.
they're already invested in or already, responsible for.
Sure.
And then they say, well, look at this. I made a donation to myself, and now I lowered my tax income rate bracket level.
You know what's real motherfuck?
Hmm.
Is I just did my taxes, right?
Yeah.
And not only am I getting $1,000 less than I did last year, but
Yeah.
they make you go through all the fucking steps.
Yeah.
Including like putting all the shit like you donated.
Mm-hmm.
And like, we're a thrifty family. So like there's a lot of shit to put in.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the end they're just like, just take the standard. And it's like, couldn't you have just fucking told me that like fucking like half an hour ago?
Right.
Where I didn't have to remember how many fucking t-shirts I gave to the goddamn Goodwill. Like, what the fuck, dude?
The amount of times I've got one of those slips and I've been like, I don't know what to do with this.
Like, you don't need it. Like, nobody checks.
Like they just give you a blank slip.
It's like fucking Jared checking your like re-entry stamp at the Six Flags. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care.
Oh my gosh. So anyways, I don't know what I would go all in on. Dude, this has been on my mind for the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
I've been waiting to circle back to this conversation. Like, because I'm even like looking around my office and I'm like, what would be like if I could do one thing, So like I'm trying to figure out like maybe there's a theme. Maybe I go all in on a theme.
Sure, right.
Like maybe that theme is horror. Horror
Okay,
movies.
right.
Not whores. That'd be
Well, it's too
like
broad though. It's
but
too,
is it?
Like, well, here's the thing. Okay, if you're gonna go fucking all in,
Mm-hmm.
if you're fucking serious,
what are the parameters I need to follow?
If you're fucking serious, you gotta be weird. All right. Because like it's like if I'm gonna be all in on one very fucking specific thing, it's gonna be like I collect chubs from the Goonies. Like fucking something really fucking strange that's like there's like why and how come and like what the fuck?
I got an idea. What is the strangest collection?
Blakely likes horror.
Horror is great.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. From 10 months ago on Reddit.
Sure.
What's the weird thing you collect? This person says, I collect comics. That's not fucking weird, man.
Christy says you're already in. Like you collect
we've already got it. Yeah. I mean, like, realistically, like my one thing right now is claw machines.
Totally.
Yeah. There it is. So this person says comics.
Go get yourself a quote.
Somebody says crystals.
Okay, like yeah.
The crystals because they look cool. They also have 500 books.
What? For a second, how come like the kids nowadays aren't like, do you want to see my cool rock? Like nobody wants to show. Like I don't hear that anymore. Like do you remember being on the playground and like somebody like, hey, you want to see this cool rock I found?
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
There is a community for stuff like this.
Well, I understand that, but like the kids aren't doing it.
Well, I mean, I think they are. And maybe you just don't like it's.
No,
within
it's like, do you want to
circles?
see the skibbity toilet?
Well, like, there's like an entire online community designated to guys finding cool sticks in the wood or in the woods.
I believe that we once almost got shot because our friend lost his stick in the woods. That is a true motherfucking story.
But there are people
and cat whiskers.
Cat whiskers.
People collect cat whiskers. It's weird.
But they're like, you go on TikTok, go on Instagram. There are communities of people who just record themselves finding sticks, and they say this stick looks like a firearm. This stick looks like a walking stick. And then they play with sticks.
Yeah, but what's like their view count? Like, is it better?
Very high.
Is it better than this show?
Yes.
Okay, I think next week. Next week,
go find some sticks.
We bring in the best stick we can find.
Okay.
And we let the people vote.
Okay.
Next, folks, tune. God damn it! If you haven't already, fucking follow, like, and subscribe. Because next week we're measuring sticks.
We're measuring those sticks. Unsheathed.
Doing?
Just a good old stick.
Uncircumcised sticks.
Tip's still on. I feel like like, is that an okay like answer response to my own question? Horror movie, memorabilia.
I think you need to go weirder.
Weirder?
I think more specific.
Like what? Like fucking.
Like if you were like,
this is weird.
If you're like, I'm only into the Gill Man.
So okay, that is something I never want. Is like that one thing.
Okay, you don't want to be that specific.
Because it like it's sort of like maybe I don't know if you've ever gone through this, but you say, "Oh, I like this one thing." Like I like Batman. And then you kind of use that as like, a gag, or you talk a lot about Batman, and then suddenly like everybody is buying you Batman related things. And then you're like, I don't know what to do with all of this.
It's kind of like Mike O'Malley in The Good Place.
What was it that he was collecting again?
Frogs.
Yeah. Like, I like Batman. I don't need like a Batman fucking omelet maker.
Totally.
Or a Batman alarm clock.
Not necessary.
Yeah. Like, because those are the types of things too where I like to sort of curate everything.
Sure, and you're very specific.
Yeah, like every now and then if someone's buying me something like unique, maybe like, oh, like here's, a 1960s Batman emblem signed thing. Like, okay, like where it's like straight from the 60s. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, like that's awesome.
But I also don't need the Killing Joke towel. Like it's like I'm not it don't need it.
Just like a bunch of bath mats. It's just the cover of the Killing Jokes.
It's fucking like not only shot.
Yeah, it's like like I hated this book already. Now I gotta like
I gotta wash myself.
I gotta wash my feet with it. Like, god damn. Yeah, that's. I think that's as far as I can go.
Yeah. So what you're telling me is so Ninja Turtles, no more.
I mean, like I still got like a little Ninja Turtle shelf over here.
Are you fucking serious? Because if you're fucking serious, we're only doing one, brother. We're doing horror.
Well, yeah, I'm doing. Oh, fuck yeah. Well, okay. So here's the catch. There are Ninja Turtle themed monsters.
That's true. I've seen them at the Target.
There are Ninja Turtle themed. Horror movie themed Ninja Turtles.
True.
So,
but like also that means like all your shit's got to go, bro.
The stuff now?
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean I gotta sell it anyways.
Well, right, but like so you like your Ninja Turtle fucking gimmick you got now?
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone. You cool with that?
I have to be.
You're dead inside.
But I'm focusing on this whole other collection.
Right.
And I can still buy Ninja Turtle merch. I can still buy wrestling merch.
I love that for you. It's not gonna be the same. Every time you get that piece, it can be a little more empty.
You know what though? As time goes by, is anything ever really the same?
I mean, at the end of the day, it all ends in the landfill. So like, if you think about it that way.
I mean, no, somebody has to get like somebody needs to have all of my shit.
Right.
Like it's going to somebody, then it's going to become their problem.
But like in like 10 million years when the sun explodes, like
I don't know, put it all in a museum.
An frozen Earth museum.
And here is an example of what a mid-30s-year-old man going through a slightly too early midlife crisis.
Slightly. I mean, hey, brother, you never know. Like, that's the thing. It's like, you never know. I mean, it might be slightly too early, or It just might be the pre-midlife crisis.
I mean, honestly though, like I don't know. Do you think we'll ever go through a true midlife crisis? I say this knowing that our generation has been going through a crisis for at least the last 15 years.
Oh, we've never not known a crisis.
We've never not known a crisis.
Like, if you think about it, it started with blowjobs. And
Bro,
then
it started before that.
I mean, well, okay, for our generation, it like started with like Kurt Cobain blowing his head off. And then like it was just downhill from there.
Yeah.
So, oh shit, Bergman coming in hot with a paragraph. Hobbies and fandoms are either solitary joys or community enjoyment. There isn't an in-between that leads you to being defined by your like God. Can this man get a TED Talk? Can we give the man a TED Talk? You deserve it. You know, anytime Bergman, you want to come on the show and just like drop some knowledge, you're more than welcome. Like I'll send you the link.
Bergman, I don't know if you were here before, but Axe and I are going to go looking for sticks this week.
Oh yeah,
and
we're judging sticks.
And then we're going to compare them on next week's show. So like you can be a part of that too if you want. If you want to like go find a stick.
And yeah, if you want to, 3 sticks ain't a crowd.
3 sticks is, it's
a party.
3 sticks is company.
Totally.
It's
better than bacon.
Well, the Gulf War started in 90.
American Golf.
3-pointer in the net. In the fucking net. Look at you go.
Fuck me. What is this nonsense we're living through? What is this fucking bullshit? Like, I swear to God, it's Looney Tunes every morning.
Bergman loves a good stick.
Hey, just 3 dudes with sticks.
Listen, this is gonna become a stick channel. Okay, this is gonna like as we have landed on year 10. Brainwreck TV just becomes all about the sticks. Okay. We listen to sticks. That's going to be our one thing. Is sticks. We're gonna
going with sticks.
We're gonna find sticks. We're gonna talk about sticks. We're gonna listen to the band Sticks.
Oh shit!
All right. We're gonna go take adventures out in the sticks.
Totally. We'll get like the 3rd drummer from REO Speedwagon to come on to tell us about sticks.
No. The 3rd drummer from REO Speedwagon. No, the fucking REO Speedwagon like roadie.
Yeah, totally.
Like that's the conversation I want.
It's fucking A. Like those are some dudes that have seen some shit and are not afraid to tell you about it.
Oh, sure.
Like they won't keep a secret.
What do you think all of Motley Crue's old roadies like? Where do you think all those guys are today?
Blind.
Yeah, just blind.
Okay. Deaf for sure, because ain't nobody wearing earplugs. And I feel like we often say on this show, like, reality is a singular experience. And I feel like when you've lived that life, when you've lived the roadie life, you've made up your mind what's real and what actually happened, and you stick to that story for the rest of your life,
right?
And it's that story.
This is funny. On Reddit, in the Motley Crue subreddit, somebody posted, "Did Motley Crue's roadies ever form a band of their own?" A friend swears that they did, but I can't find anything about it. So, and then somebody responded saying, "I never heard this, but if they did, they must have never made it big." Which I did not know that like roadie lore went that deep, but hey, it really does.
Bergman says, I mean, we done the period of time from 2021 as far as post 9/11. You ain't fucking kidding, brother. Like Y2K, We let our tragedies define us. Our periods of time now creating an internal crisis. Also, shout out to Mr. Roboto. I distinctly remember in probably I was probably 18 years old, just out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
I was somewhere, some social function, and I just remember the phrase I uttered. I think I was drunk. Was of course our generation would experience the apocalypse.
Yeah.
And I think Bergman's right in the sense that like we do let the tragedies that we've experienced in our lifetime define us. You see, the boomers decided to say, you know, bad shit happens, but what about me?
Mm-hmm.
And we're over here just like bad shit happens and the world's burning and how do we fix it?
Right.
And the realization is you can't.
Can't.
And then you have the next generation who's just like, hey guys, you fucked this up like so royally.
Yeah.
We're on TikTok and don't give a fuck.
Maybe I'm naive in thinking this way, but with like all the shit that's going on right now and all the shit that's been going on for the past 10 years now.
Sure.
I think our generation is the generation that kind of like we are sort of the maybe not us. What's the generation after us? Fucking
X.
Zoomers. X? No.
Well, we're the millennials, right?
We're the millennials, which I was called out on saying like we're generation
Isn't Z
Y.
next?
So I think Z because they're
Yeah, I
the
think
Zoomers.
yeah.
And what it's like generation Alpha.
Then the Alfs. Yeah.
So like I think that generation is the generation that like starts the new trend.
Oh, sure.
Where
right?
like everything maybe is sort of more peaceful and more cohesive and more collaborative.
Well, you would hope that like, the next generation learns from the previous generation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to think about like, the what do they call it? The greatest generation. Motherfuckers who fought in World War II, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Those motherfuckers didn't know what the fuck was going on. Everyone was drunk. People were shooting at each other. People were trying to do mass genocide. It was utter motherfucking chaos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get these fucking boomer fucks that come along because life is so goddamn easy after World War II. It becomes the generation about me, right?
Me generation. Yeah.
And then you have the generations after that. What is X?
I think X is after the boomers.
X who are just like these fucking selfish motherfuckers, and this is where all this goddamn teenage angst comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have our generation that was just like, this is all a mess.
Yeah.
Like all this is wrong.
Like
all this is wrong. And then you have the generation after us is just like, yeah, all this is wrong, but like, what the fuck you want me to do about it?
Exactly.
And then the generation after that's like, no, we're actually gonna fix this motherfucker.
I love that we're just square in the middle of all of this.
Oh yeah, we're the anxiety of this motherfucking whole thing.
Our generation, okay, when we were barely 21 years old, hell, barely 20 years old, we were getting blamed for all of the world's issues.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the millennials like avocado toast. The millennials don't want to get married. The millennials.
Every generation pivot.
Yeah. Nihilism and cynicism. It's cyclical. But yeah, like when we were becoming adults, we were being blamed for everything. We were being blamed for the downfall of our economy. We were being blamed for the downfall of society. When it's like, homies, like we just got here.
Yeah, and fucking like gas is $5 a gallon. Like what the fuck?
I haven't taken my coat off, and I gotta put $3 a gallon gas into my fucking third generation hand-me-down car to go to my part-time job at Dunkin' Donuts. But suddenly I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
The fuck? And then when we try to fix it, everybody tells us we're wrong and we don't know what we're doing.
And they go,
and then we're too woke. The woke boogeyman is gonna make your kids gay. Like,
And then everyone's like, let's go back to the boomers.
Let's go
back to them. They know what's up. And it's like, guys, like,
I can't wait until this entire generation of politicians is just out, just gone.
here's the thing.
I mean, that's never going to really happen, but
What they don't understand, what the boomer generation doesn't understand is they fucked themselves. You're going to tell me that the leader of the free world and the general party, who is very, very pro-Christian, let's not make any bones about it.
Don't make any bones about it.
When you're trying to make abortion illegal because guy upstairs, whatever, like, you're a Christian nation, okay? Guys, you priced yourself out of Easter. Guys, I paid fucking $10 for 18 eggs. Easter's canceled because of inflation. Jesus is going away.
Jesus
going back
is like,
in.
I know it's been 3 days, but goddamn.
Goddamn, like, I all I want is an omelet.
It's protesting.
The fuck?
It's like, I died on the cross for $10 eggs.
For $10 eggs.
What a
Just keep me dead.
Rib.
Keep me dead. I'm gonna starve to death? Fuck. God damn it.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Dude, I can't, like, here's the thing. I don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah.
But I do know that the economy's bad. Ain't nobody getting a pay bump. Prices of everything are going up. They fucked all the people so that all the major corporations can get over. All your insurance companies are getting over. All your doctors, all your medicals, everything's getting over. Your farmers, they're fucked. Groceries, they're going up. You like anything from a foreign country, guess what? It's going to cost twice as much. Something's got to give. Because, oh, wait, hold on. God damn it. Coming in hot, Bergman, with the guy. Bergman, when you're not here, you're so missed. I just want you to know that.
There are 4.1 Taco Bells per 100,000 miles in West Virginia. Not sure how this is relevant. Just a fun fact. No, that is very relevant.
It's very relevant.
Very relevant.
Yeah.
Because the world does need Taco Bell.
Yeah. I mean,
100,000 people. That's not bad. Right?
I mean, that's... How many burritos is that?
I mean, at least 4 burritos.
What I don't want to see anymore, what I'm tired of, right? What as somebody, I've lived through the golden age of Taco Bell.
Yes,
okay,
we all have.
When I think of teal and purple, I get hungry. That's where I grew up. That's where I come from. That's my streets.
Yeah.
Those
are the streets I grew up on. I live Moss.
That's right.
Here for that 4th meal. Up at 2 a.m. for a reason. It's not because of my depression, my self-loathing.
It's not because the world's on fire.
Because I want a crunchy taco. Got some Diablo sauce.
I need my Mexican pizza. What are we doing?
Everything. That's what we're doing. We're doing it.
But you know what I don't want to hear anymore? Realistically, if I'm in the dry... Oh, for fuck's sake, God.
Florida's 2.1, Texas is 2. There aren't a lot of Taco Bells around us, which makes sense because we've got some great, like, locally grown taco places. But every now and then, we're just like, man, we could just go for some Taco Bell.
What I think these people have to realize, these Taco Bells, your Wendy's, your goddamn Burger King, whatever the fuck, McDonald's, if you're into that. if somebody is in your drive-through line, it is very possible this is their last meal with the way that the world's going. Okay?
Jesus fucking Christ. That came out of nowhere.
It's very possible the bombs are going off tomorrow.
There
And
are
like,
no.
and the last thing you had was a quarter pounder. And you asked for no mustard and they put it on anyway.
That's so sad.
So I don't want to hear anymore that we're not putting your Mexican pizza in the box.
Is this
the cost? This could be my last meal.
Is this sort of a live your life,
your Moss life?
Or is it like make sure every meal is the best last meal you might have?
I mean, that's a wonderful philosophy, but like,
yeah.
I can't afford that.
Oh no, well, see, like it's not about the food.
Well, no, because like for lunch today, I had a chicken patty.
Yeah.
And like if I could afford anything else, I would have eaten anything else.
Okay.
And if that was my last meal, I'd be like, not great.
Okay, so like there are situations where like
sure,
you know, like yeah, like it's not great.
Right. Would I have preferred like a filet mignon? Sure. But like I have a spicy chicken patty that's like 2 days expired, but it's fine because it was frozen.
Dude.
So
like, is this like high school lunch spicy chicken patty?
Listen, when you got a family of 4 to feed,
yeah,
off of a goddamn salary that I'm making,
yeah,
like you're hoping you've got enough chicken patties to make it to Friday, so that you know.
But what I'm saying is like, is this like a chicken patty reminiscent of the high school days? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Those spiced chicken patties in high school, best meal ever.
I mean, we get the Tyson, so like,
that's not bad.
I mean, it's a step up from the Great Value. So
sure. Yeah.
I mean,
honestly,
I'm sure.
Like if I had a spicy chicken patty as my last meal, there's an 8 out of 10 shot that I'm in bliss, that I'm in heaven.
See, that's your privilege showing. When you've eaten
no, that's not privilege,
brother.
That
when you fucking
gratitude for the little things.
When you've eaten it every day for the past 3 months for lunch because you can't fucking afford anything else, you're like, they're not that great.
No,
they're not that great,
bro. I eat like a scoop and a half of peanut butter for lunch every day.
I mean, I'm about to have that after the show, so like, you know.
Dude, I've been making peanut butter bowls.
Fucking
the best. Oh, wait a minute. Eat every meal like it's turkey. Yes. God damn it, Ryan Bergman. You know what's up.
Burger Mania?
Burger Mania, man. It was the best.
That sounds like heaven.
Oh my God. It was like late night dinner on campus. It was like once a week.
Wait, they had a late night Burger Mania?
They had a late night food service. I think it was like 2 or 3. Bergman, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was like 2 or 3 dining halls where you could get like a late night meal. So there was like Burger Mania was one of them.
Okay.
And then there was Pizza Night, which I think Pizza Night was Wednesday. I might be wrong on that. And then it would just be like some other shit, you know, all the other days. But like Burger Mania was, you had to get there early. And you just get to eat burgers, as many as you want.
This was on a college campus?
College campus.
And we're surprised heart disease is like the main killer in America?
I mean, yeah. Yes. No, Bergman, be proud.
10 doubles?
10. Dude.
Oh, okay, hold on. For context. Are we talking like a McDouble size? Are we talking like a Whopper? Like what's the context here?
I mean,
2 dining halls each night, rotating through the campus.
there was like, I don't know, like, I mean,
Because
they're kind of your basic counter service cafeteria burgers. Like,
well, because like a junior bacon cheese from Wendy's
mhm.
does not compare to a goddamn Baconator in size.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Right. So like, 10 junior bacon cheeseburgers, I'm like, I can see that.
How big is a junior bacon cheeseburger?
It's not big. It's like a 3-bite thing.
I'd say this would probably be like a 4 or 5 biter.
A 4 or 5, 10 4 or 5 biters?
Maybe like a 4 biter.
40 bites?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 4 times 10.
It's a jaw workout.
Bro. This is not, I mean, it's college. Can always find a good jaw workout. Try anything twice.
All right, we're almost out of time. We got to talk a little pro wrestling here, a little bit.
Wow, we're like at a good stop for the show, and you're like, let's talk about pro wrestling. But
we got to get our clips in. We got to get our shorts in.
We need the clips. Yeah,
we need the clips.
Yeah.
I watched Raw. I know you didn't.
I did not watch Raw, but I follow because here's the funny situation. So last week we were talking, and because it was Tuesday, we did the show, and I was like, I've watched everything up to the Sami Zayn CM Punk match.
Okay.
And you were like, oh, it was a great match. I was like,
Yeah.
cool. I didn't watch it that night, but then, Ryan.
Wait, what? Can you see me do the 100 nug thing?
The 100 chicken nuggets.
100.
You could also like there were also nights you could just go get a bunch of chicken nuggets.
Wait, 100.
Wait, Berger, was that dining hall or McDonald's? How did we do that?
Like I've ordered the 20 nugs.
Yeah.
And that's too much.
Did you know that Ryan Bergman almost died on Studley Steve's couch?
I did not.
Yeah.
What happened?
He was just eating a burger.
Wait, did he choke?
The burger, I think, didn't you like choke or something?
Did someone do the Heimlich?
No.
Wait, you just let the man die?
No, he didn't die. He's talking to us right now.
I mean, obviously, but like nobody helped the brother out.
We were all just kind of like, what's happening?
Bergman, what the fuck?
I think it was like a TNA show too. Imagine that being your last. And it's like it's like 08 TNA.
Fuck you.
Yeah, he was just eating some McDonald's.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, okay, so basically when we did the show last week, I was going
7 double cheese.
Yeah.
Dude.
It was college. What are you gonna
Brother,
do?
I love you. Don't do that.
It was fucking a while ago. Yeah, so like the following day, my Netflix subscription canceled.
Oh, okay.
So I never got to watch the match. And I was like, I guess this is it. I'm done. I don't get to watch Raw anymore.
And you're not going back.
I'm not going back. No, fuck Netflix.
Well,
It's like $18 a month. I might as well get cable.
I mean, like, brother, you see this is how I know like you've lost touch. Like this is how I know. Like it's okay to do the subscription with the commercials. Like it's okay. Like it's fine. It's fine. Which is $7, dude.
Yeah, but then like I'm already subscribed to like YouTube Premium and Shudder and Night Flight. You don't need
YouTube Premium. It's the commercials are fine.
But no,
you can watch commercials.
I have lived this life for like
I know you
4 years now.
I know you're privileged.
I am not going back.
As a man who's experienced both, fortune and misfortune, I've been a YouTube Premium subscriber before, and I've lost it too. Had to let it go. And you know what? It's fine. They have become more aggressive with it lately, and it's really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
But like, whatever. It's fine. Anyway.
Fucking wrestling, man. Yeah, so I didn't see Raw. I caught the highlights.
Here's the thing. I wasn't gonna watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of found a down spot right around 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
With my son who loves it now. And so I'm like, all right, let's throw it on.
Mm-hmm.
And for the fucking third week in a row, they're opening with Jay motherfucking Uso and
Mm-hmm.
his goddamn eating entrance.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. It's fucking over.
Mm-hmm.
They do it. They do the encore. They do another encore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, guys, at a house show, this is wonderful. On TV, let's go. Come on. Let's go. We got shit. There are so many other dudes who aren't getting a spot because this motherfucker is doing 5 fucking encores for his fucking eating thing. Listen, he's already the top merch seller. He's already there.
Hey, Uso must eat.
And at least this time,
Mm-hmm.
they were smart and had Gunther cut him off before he could grab the mic.
Yeah.
Because Jay has fucking struggled on the mic. And I think it's because he's eating too hard.
He's wearing himself out eating.
He's blown up. He's blown up and can't talk.
Yeah.
He's fucking eating so goddamn hard. He's eating all over the crowd.
I will say, I feel like he has yet to find his voice on the microphone. Like, he's got a great persona. He gets a huge crowd reaction. People love him. He sells merch. He has a catchphrase. He's over. I think he has. I think one of the last missing pieces is to get a voice on the mic. Because, like, you know who he is.
Totally.
But, like, who is he? You know what I mean?
And I'm going to make a bold WrestleMania prediction.
Okay.
Right here. Right now. I think, depending on if he can find his voice, is going to depend on if they go with him or not.
Ooh.
Because typically, and I'm going to say this, as a man who is like just getting back into it, like I've figured out the formula.
Oh, yeah.
Like they are the most formulaic television show I've ever seen. You can call every fucking spot that's happening to the point where they do it so much that when randomly something different does happen, it's big news just because it's different. Because they do the same shit all the fucking time. And so I know WrestleMania is coming. They're going to have 2 title matches. One title is going to change hands. One's not. Which is what they typically do. I think last year
changed last year.
Well, last year was kind of a fluke because they wanted to do the Money in the Bank gimmick on Drew and all that kind of stuff. I think that if Jay can find his voice, they will do the title switch with that, and then have Cody go over Cena.
God, I hope it's not Cena.
It's going to be Cena.
A waste.
It's going to be Cena. Who else? Who else?
I don't know, man.
Exactly. There's nobody else in line who has a story, and you already know
Cena doesn't have a fucking story to the title. Like
it's his last run, brother. You know, goddamn cowboy going off into the sunset. Is he the top gunslinger? Whatever JR would say. I don't fucking understand anything he says anymore.
This is not the year for him to do it.
Doesn't matter.
It's not the year for him to do it. That's all I'm saying.
So I think that either happens, or if Jay cannot find his voice and they don't have the confidence, you're going to put Gunther over, and then you're going to get Cena the victory. And I honestly don't think they have decided yet whether Cena or Cody is going over.
Hypothetically, if Cena wins, how does the crowd react?
Horribly.
Right?
Horribly.
So are you going to bank one of your WrestleMania main events on the possibility that he could get cheered.
Here's the thing. I feel like they feel they owe it to him. And I think they also think if we let him do his thing, whatever he wants to do or whatever we come up with, and he's game for it, then he'll go away.
Oh, like just say like, here, you can have this.
Yes.
And now
goodbye. Because if he doesn't get what he wants, he's going to come back until he gets the send-off he thinks he deserves. You give it to him up front, he goes away. And then we're on to the new generation, and we've filled our obligation, and we've honored the past and all this fucking bullshit. It doesn't matter in the long run.
I think it's just so wasteful.
Right, but like you have to remember who's in charge, right? You've got Triple H in charge now, who does love wrestling history. And he does love paying respect to those who came before, those he is a man who does cherish the history of the business. He would do this in two aspects of it, to honor John, thank him for all he's done, but it also gives him a pedestal for somebody else to chase. Gives him another story. It's twofold. I don't like it.
I don't like any of it.
Like, honestly, like, so far, nothing really excites me. Like,
dude, a year ago, I mean, shit. Go back and look at our videos. Like, we were getting kind of hype.
Yeah.
Like the lead into Mania, all the controversy that was going on.
It was
great.
great.
And then the year that followed, I thought that they had a hell of a year.
They're cooling off.
I think after that Saturday night's main event, I think that is when everything went cold.
Really?
I do. I think you have had a cold Gunther for a while now.
That's for sure.
Ever since this summer. I think that's when it was. When like Cody beat him.
Yeah.
Ever since he lost to Cody, he's been cold.
Oh, in Saudi, yeah.
In Saudi, yeah.
You know what it was? Hogan killed the town.
Hogan killed the town?
Hogan killed the town. Ever since Great American Beer Brother, they have not been able to recover.
Oh my goodness. No, I mean, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I think they let Gunther get cold.
Yep.
They ran Rhea and Liv for too long.
Rhea's cold as fuck.
Rhea, in my opinion, is very cold now. I don't think she has anything interesting going on.
Nope.
The tag titles I couldn't even really tell you what's going on in the tag division because that's been cold. Good on them for finally giving the title to Tiffany Stratton.
Yep.
But what is she doing now? Other than coming out and saying, I'm the champion.
Right.
They did just bump up the women's division by giving them the secondary title. So good on them for that.
Yep.
They got a good, crew for that going on right now. And then Cody, like, I like Cody. I like him a lot. There is a fire that starts with his stories, and then in the end, they fall flat. And I don't think it's a him problem.
No.
He is not the problem. I don't even think him winning is the problem.
Okay.
It's just like why was he feuding with Shinsuke Nakamura last year? Why was, what did the match between him and Gunther actually do really for any of them?
Yeah, nothing.
This feud with Kevin Owens could have been great. It was great up until the end because we didn't get an interesting finish, and now we're going back to the same angle with Kevin and Sammy. And they've done the same thing with these two every couple of months, or like every 6 months to a year. We get another Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
They're friends or not friends.
They're friends. They're not friends. They're on the island. They're off the island. Who can follow this shit? It's the same thing. I just watched a match with the two of them from ROH from like 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a match.
Wonderful.
Brutal. Ladder match. It was insane. At this point, can you really top anything that they have already done?
No, and I think at this point, and listen, my boy, Kevin Owens, one of the greatest workers of all time.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to see him wrestle, you best buy some cookies from his daughter's Girl Scout troop.
Yeah.
Because the man knows how.
I popped for that.
Oh, it's so fucking good. I don't think he cares. Like, he cares that he wants to put on the best performance that he can.
Mm-hmm.
But and I think, listen, I kind of know the guy a little bit, but like, I think he always sees it as like an opportunity of like, let's try something different.
Sure.
Like, yeah, let's fuck around and find out, kind of thing. You know, because he's not afraid to kind of take a chance. He's not afraid to try something new in the sake of like, oh, this could be cool.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, and he told me once, he's like, listen, like, not every time can be a home run. You know, you can go up there and you're gonna swing and you're gonna miss, but you know what? Like, a couple of those times are gonna be home runs.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fucking awesome. But like, sometimes it's just not.
Yeah,
but you keep swinging. And I'm like, you're a smart man. I don't know why they're still doing this feud though. Like, I don't get it. Like,
it's just been
the fact that they did nothing with Sammy, and like, they're like, you did nothing and that was your choice, and it's like, that's so fucking lame. Like, it's a great Rush lyric, but like, other than that, like, it doesn't make for a compelling story.
At the very least, like, have him jump up on the apron,
something,
and get halfway into the ring, and just watch Cody pull it down.
Right.
And then just be like,
like look like you're gonna make the move and then don't.
Yeah.
Something.
Like, because that moment, the entire time I was watching it, I'm like, okay, like, get in the ring and then, hey, just
do something.
Stop.
Yeah.
You know, but it was so flat. And I feel like that's where a lot of stuff is going right now. It's just flat.
He just stood there like a cuck.
Yeah.
He got cucked, bro.
Yeah, just straight up cucked. Do something. You know, I don't think they need to get rid of Logan Paul. Bro. Okay. I'm not saying
Hangman
this.
Logan Paul?
Huh?
Hangman Logan Paul?
Oh my God. I'm not saying this as somebody who truly despises the man as an individual and human being. I'm saying this from a wrestling fan and as somebody who has been in the business, and I feel like I know a thing or two. He does nothing for the program. I get that people boo him. He gets a reaction. He doesn't get anybody over.
No.
He's not good on the mic.
No.
He knows how to do. He can do high spots. Sure. That motherfucker cannot lead a match. So don't ever tell me that he's a good worker.
So true. Like, look who he's been in the ring with. Rey fucking Mysterio.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens.
Randy Orton.
LA
Knight.
Well,
Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns.
Exactly.
Like,
LA Knight was,
and then go back and watch his match with Ricochet, who didn't protect him and who blew him up, and how bad that match was.
Takes two
to
tango.
Need to get rid of him. He doesn't add any value to the program. But somebody who might be adding some value to the program Surprise debut last night in NXT, folks. One Ricky Starks.
Oh, is that who that was?
That yes, that's who
I
that
saw
was.
there was like a guy in the crowd, but I didn't really know who it was, and then like nobody told me either.
Well, number one, he wasn't on TV for like a year because AEW wasn't doing shit with him.
Sure.
And then, which I don't know, the AEW, I really want you to be a true contender, but I feel like you're folding in a couple of years. It just seems like they're just kind of throwing shit at the wall constantly and letting good opportunities fall by the wayside.
Yeah, it's hard because like we don't know exactly what's going on behind the scenes, like who's difficult, who's not, that
Bad
kind of thing.
management. That's
But
all it is.
well, I
Bad
mean,
management.
at the end of the day, of course,
Yeah.
But also, it might not be for us.
I have made it. I will say it's not for me. It's for somebody, and I can appreciate that. But I'm also trying to think from like a booking and a business standpoint, and I'm just like, I watched this show and I'm just underwhelmed.
Here's the thing, man. Like at the end of the day, I don't know that like focusing on quality is the right thing.
No.
Like we talk about this a lot on the show. Like maybe we're wrong.
We could be wrong.
And I'm a person who loves attention to detail, a quality story, something that somebody really fucking crafted, and like it's like, wow, I didn't expect that, and this is interesting, and that's happening. That doesn't exist anymore. That's not real. Like people want chaos on TikTok. People want people with mental illnesses yelling at other people as their entertainment. And it's like, this isn't good, but it's what's trending and it's what people are watching and it's what people are into. And I'm like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm into the wrong thing.
No. No. I don't think you are.
Okay.
I think you're, quite up to speed on how things should be.
Okay.
But yeah, Ricky Starks debuted in NXT last night. Something that a lot of people were calling for, something that a lot of people were waiting for.
Sure.
I think what really solidified that, okay, this was a good move for me was, I want to say news broke like yesterday or the day before that he was no longer with AEW. And then he just shows up.
Right.
So good on them for being like, let's strike while the iron is hot.
Totally.
And get him in there.
Yep.
Don't waste any time. Bring him right in. He's already got buzz that he's left. Let's get buzz that he's in. It's smart move.
It's the Rick Rude method, man. It's like
Rick Rude. It's the Scott Hall.
Totally.
I also wish that people would stop quoting Kendrick Lamar every time he does something really cool.
We okay. I know we're already over time, but like I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the halftime show.
Best halftime show ever.
Was it?
Dude. Fuck yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
The energy.
All right.
The enthusiasm.
Okay.
The performances.
All right.
The fact that he got an entire stadium of people to call Drake a pedophile.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
See, this is the part where like I don't know anything.
You have to be you have to start culturing yourself.
I don't need to.
Drake and Kendrick Lamar had a feud months back.
Okay.
Where they were doing like diss tracks on each other.
Okay.
And Kendrick Lamar just buried him.
Okay.
Repeatedly.
Right.
And then like I think it was like the last bomb that he threw on him was a song called Not Like Us,
Okay.
which basically called him out for being a pedophile because that had been a very strong rumor that was going around, and based
Sure.
on some of the people he'd been seen with, like he was hanging out with the girl from Stranger Things when she was like 16, 17 years old. And he's a grown ass man. When people were calling him a pedophile, I believe he said, I think this is correct. This might
Okay.
not be the correct attribution, but I believe his response to people calling him a pedophile was, "I'm not a pedophile. I'm too busy and famous to be one."
Oh,
Which, like, not a great response.
sure.
And then Kendrick Lamar went on to win a Grammy for the diss track
Oh, okay.
he made on Drake.
Okay.
And then he went on to perform that song at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Which the people in the crowd love.
Sure.
And they all called him a pedophile.
You know, people talk about like feuds in music, right? And it's like, fuck being buried in a Neil Young shirt. Like, you got it's like one of my proudest moments in professional wrestling is when I told a stadium of like 3,000 people to never fly Delta because they fucked me over. It's the little things.
It's the little things that get you by.
It's the little things. Okay, we've gone long, but there's one thing I definitely want to talk about. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, but yeah, Ricky Starks coming in, great. It's good for business. It's good for Ricky. It's good for the company. I think he's really going to shine. I think they're going to put him in a superstar position. They did not call him by name, which a lot of people are a little bit concerned with.
Sure.
And they also it was also just reported that the WWE trademarked a shitload of names.
Right, that weren't great. I mean, their names.
Their names. What are you gonna do? And so a lot of people are like, "Oh, like Ricky's gonna get one of these." I'm sure. The one thing I'll say, and I actually saw this on Twitter today as well, so I would like to echo it.
Sure.
Tyler Black became Seth Rollins. People probably hated it.
Right.
He's one of the most over guys in the business right now is Seth Rollins.
Totally.
When they changed his name from Walter to Gunther, people hated it.
Yep.
But now every week you refer to him with Gunther without a single issue.
Totally.
Same thing with Dean Ambrose and Jon Moxley.
Yep.
It is going to happen. The person you enjoy seeing on the indies or in another company might have their name changed. But the one thing the WWE is good at is coming up with stupid fucking names, but also making you believe that that person is named that.
Totally.
So,
and listen, as a former wrestler as well, if you're going to pay me that WWE money, listen, brother, you can call me Al.
Listen,
like, I don't give a fuck.
That was a good one. That was a really good one. But like, I think at this point, Seth Rollins has been Seth Rollins longer than he has been Tyler Black.
Oh, totally. Totally.
I want to say
becomes the thing.
Bryan Danielson was Daniel Bryan longer than he was Bryan Danielson. Same thing with everybody else.
I mean, possibly. I don't know the math on that one, but like, you know.
But like, those are also the names that people really made a name for themselves with.
Yeah, it becomes the performer.
It becomes the performer. So
totally. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, because I watched this Raw show, and like, I know things happened on it, but I wasn't paying attention. The one thing that grabbed my fucking attention, and I texted you about it when it was happening, and I knew like you didn't have a subscription, so like I had to let you know what was happening in real time. I don't want any of you motherfuckers out there anymore doubting what the fuck we say on this show, because Dominic Mysterio got the most fucking heat I have seen on a fucking Raw television show. And we were in a building live.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw, and we like firsthand saw the heat.
Oh yeah.
Felt
Heard
it.
it. Felt it. It
Listen,
got hot in that arena.
the heat is on.
It's on the streets.
It's on the streets. And wherever the fucking the living legend Dominic Mysterio is. When I tell you he couldn't finish his promo because he was getting booed out of the building, that is legit. And that's legit heat. To the point where like he was getting booed so much and he couldn't finish it. Like Carlito had to grab the mic to like break it up a little bit.
Right.
Just so that like they could move on with the segment.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. And any of you out there that think Dominic Mysterio is not the best heel in the business right now, you're just not interested in facts.
You're just not interested in facts.
That's it.
Name a bigger heel in the WWE right now who gets a reaction. Don't tell me Gunther's the best heel in the WWE. No, he's not.
Nope.
He's not even the best champion in the WWE right now.
Nope.
Okay. I don't even know who the fuck else is like a legitimate heel. Like people
maybe
cheer
Logan Paul.
Maybe Logan Paul, but like
but that's just because like
that's just because he sells mold to children.
Totally. Like
you know, and he brings nothing else to the table but moldy cheese. And fake boxing matches.
Right. But people secretly like him because they might be able to get like, you know, one of them fucking mass court cases against him at some point. Or like what are those fucking things called? Where like you're gonna get like $3.50 from fucking Bank of America for some fucking fee or something.
Crypto scam.
Yeah.
Moldy cheese.
Class action lawsuit. That's what I'm thinking.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah, no, Dominic Mysterio. Nobody else is getting. Nobody in any company is getting the reaction he's getting.
Nope.
Nobody in any company is showing up every single week like he is.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
The man is a living legend.
Mark my words. By Royal Rumble next year, the man will have singles gold.
They need to put it on him.
I will
strap him up, put the rocket ship on him.
And if they don't, they're not worthy of the pencil.
Not worthy of the pencil.
Facts. Give that man everything.
Pay that man his money.
They need to bring back the Slammy Awards just so he can walk around with 5.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason. Because like get that Owen Hart heat. Like bring it back.
Oh yeah.
And I will say that was, listen, I know there was a really good tag match. It was great. Okay, let's be honest. But that was the best part of the show. Was the heat that Dominic Mysterio was getting.
Right. Holy hell. Okay.
I'm tired.
I think we're tired. I think we're gassed. So folks, make sure you subscribe to this channel. We're here live each and every single Wednesday night.
That's right.
9 Central. We got all sorts of fun stuff back in the archives. Be sure to check it out. We've got games. We've got vlogs. We've got video games and game show games. And
I started a new stream.
New show. Axe started a new stream last night. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Like 2025 is like a year for trial and error.
Yeah, we're just trying shit.
Yeah, we're just trying shit out.
Because at the end of the day, like people will tell you what works, but it's all luck. Yeah, like I was thinking about this the other day. Like if you talk to anybody who's successful, at some point, like they'll talk about like hard work, dedication.
Yeah.
But at least one point, they say, I got lucky. It's a common thread.
Yeah.
And with a little luck.
I think one of the best things I've heard recently, and this is kind of a mantra I have been trying to instill within myself, is I was listening to this podcast, and there was a very renowned special effects artist on the show. Like him and his daughter, they do like a show. And one of the things he said was like on one of his first gigs, you know, they asked him if, you know, he knows how to do this thing. And he's like, oh yeah, of course. He didn't know. He's just like, I said yes. And his
Right.
daughter's like, so you lied? And he's like, well, yeah, I wanted the job.
Totally.
And she's like, well, there it is, folks. Just lie. Say you know how to do it and then figure it out along the way.
I mean, that's how I've worked most of my life.
Hey, more people need to do that. Which,
yeah.
Actually, no. More people don't need to do that because that's how people become president. But like,
well,
try a little bit, but but also be prepared to learn how to do the thing that you're signing up for,
and be open to new perspectives.
Yes,
because I know you think the way. Oh boy, they're listening. They're listening.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
It has been your show.
Peace.